It's time for Out and About with Jamie Grout, and this time we're talking about Ag Appreciation Days. It's a big thing that's been going on in downtown Grinnell for a number of years. I guess it was first started by the Grinnell Chamber of Commerce, and now it's been taken on by the Grinnell Lions Club, and we'll be talking about that next. But first, a word from our sponsors, including the Grinnell Hy-Vee, and the fall flowers have arrived at Grinnell Hy-Vee. The colors of fall are officially here at your Grinnell Hy-Vee. They're beautiful fall colors just arrived, and they're really beautiful, and they add the perfect pop of autumn color to your home. Come grab your favorites while the selection is fresh and full, and on their Facebook page they have pictures of their beautiful fall colors. They're absolutely gorgeous at the Grinnell Hy-Vee. And you can celebrate with those grilling classics now at the Grinnell Hy-Vee. Fire up the grill and let the Wright brand and Ballpark brand flavors do what they do best for grilling at the Grinnell Hy-Vee. Grab those classics for summer at the Grinnell Hy-Vee. Stop on in and enjoy those tasty grilling classics at Grinnell Hy-Vee. Another great sponsor, of course, is Saints Rest Coffee House in Grinnell. Stop on in and see Sam and the gang at Saints Rest. They have drip coffee, cold brew, let's see what else, chai lattes, teas, they have steamers, they have espresso drinks, they have mochas, cappuccinos, they have all kinds of tasty drinks to wet your whistle, and those delicious monster cookies too at Saints Rest Coffee House. And they're always sponsoring Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast trivia on Sundays too at Saints Rest Coffee House. I stopped in there the other day, and a lot of Grinnell College students in there getting ready for classes if they haven't already started. Also, Grinnell Firestone out on the east side of Grinnell. Stop on in, and on their Facebook page they talk about having a winner. The kernels have officially been counted, and Kirk Furneaux had the closest guess. The actual number of kernels in the jar were 2,358. Kirk's guess, 2,417, only 59 kernels off. Congratulations, Kirk, on all that. A big thank you to everyone who stopped in and took a guess and joined in on the fun. And the gang there at Grinnell Firestone said, "We love seeing all your guesses and celebrating the Iowa State Fair season with the community. Thanks for playing along." And they have some pictures of Kirk and his winnings at Grinnell Firestone. And also they add on their Facebook page, keeping your vehicle clean does more than just improve appearance. Regular washing helps remove dirt, grime, and contaminants that can damage your car's finish. Stop on in. They'll take good care of your vehicle at Grinnell Firestone. Also, Midwest Treasures and Painted by Patsy. And she has some great pictures of roll-top desk in good condition up for sale. The top lifts up for more storage. It's a beautiful piece of furniture that you can check out, that roll-top desk that they have on their Facebook page. Come in and check out their pewter items that they have for sale, $15 each at Midwest Treasures and Painted by Patsy. And what else do they have? I'm going to check it out. Their jewelry they have. Come dig through their clearance jewelry that they have at Midwest Treasures also. So stop in and see that. And Patsy's also providing a $10 gift certificate on Sunday mornings for Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast trivia. The presenting sponsor for Out and About with Jamie Grout is Grinnell State Bank for the second straight year with 4 convenient locations at 814 4th Avenue in Grinnell. Over 100 years of service at that location. Also their location on Merle Hay Road in Johnston, along with Marengo and Broadway Street. They have convenient online and mobile banking at Grinnell State Bank too. You can get started opening your accounts in just 15 minutes. If you're not sure what you need, check out Simply Banking and contact them online, and visit them in person too at any of their 4 great locations. Grinnell State Bank wanted to thank the Jones family for being so community involved. Also, B. Nicole Salon. I walked over by there today. They always have great product available for sale. And on their Facebook page, they're saying, well, September has a good amount of availability to book appointments. They always take walk-ins too at B. Nicole Salon. And if you're looking to have your nails done or a new do hair color. Check them out. Give them a call at 641-657-1396, 641-657-1396, and they have a picture of somebody's beautiful nails that they have done there at B. Nicole Salon. They'll take good care of you too there. And also, I want to say Brandy, always community involved. And I know that she got involved with the free haircuts, and they got to help out Sharp Barbering this year, and they got to I guess, lend a helping hand, and they are beyond grateful for the turnout. 160 kids got free school supplies and haircuts, and no financial hardship was involved. They say, thank you, Sharp Barbering, for having them involved this year. I knew that Brandy would be involved in that because she is so community involved, and a big shout out to all the community members that popped into the salon to ask if we needed help to just come and pick up a broom to sweep fast, and they have some pictures on their Facebook page of that too. And again, I knew that Brandy would be involved in that because she is a community involved lady. Brandy and her crew do a great job there at B. Nicole Salon in downtown Grinnell, and it's right over there next to the Jewel Box building and the Chamber of Commerce in Grinnell. All right. Also on Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, we want to plug the gang at the Vinyl Stop in Grinnell. If you're into vinyl, if you're into CDs, if you're into music, if you want some supplies for your audio system, stop on in and see Steve and the crew at the Vinyl Stop in downtown Grinnell on Broad Street.
Music lovers, it's time to rediscover the sound of vinyl at the Vinyl Stop in downtown Grinnell. Browse an incredible selection of new and used vinyl albums, pre-owned CDs and cassettes, autographs, collectibles, record care supply, audio equipment, plus music merchandise and apparel. Whether you're a lifelong collector or just starting your vinyl journey, the Vinyl Stop has something for everyone. Visit the Vinyl Stop at 831 Broad Street in downtown Grinnell, your one stop for vinyl records and so much more.
It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, and this time around we're talking to Ben Latimer of the Grinnell Lions Club about Ag Appreciation Days. Well, if you're listening to this on Wednesday, it'll be tomorrow. If you're listening to it on Thursday, it's today. And Ben, we're excited to talk to you about this. We did a podcast on this last year, and it's quite a big event. It really is. In fact, I was talking to Bob Quinn, the WHO farm director. He's been the farm director for a number of years, and he emceed this, and it's known all over the place. It's huge. How long has it been going on?
Well, as Grinnell Lions Club, we've been doing it probably 6 to 7 years, and it was done by the Chamber of Commerce here in Grinnell for years before that, and we took it over, and it's one of our top fundraisers for our organization, and we get to support local farm families, local ag businesses, and the youth FFA program. So it's one of those things where we get to get a lot of people around, move around our great Central Park, and see a bunch of tractors that are on display, and there'll be a parade and everything.
Well, that is just great. For someone who has never been to Ag Appreciation Day, what is it all about? I know you said there's a lot of tractors and whatnot, and it is really saluting the farmers and agriculture, is it not?
Yes, we have exhibitors that exhibit from different businesses, ag business, even non-ag businesses, banks, insurance companies, things like that. But also we have FFA participations for several local school districts and food vendors. So it goes from 3 to 7 p.m. on the last Thursday of every August, and we're able to just showcase all the different things that happen in the ag world, but also people associate that with tractors, and it's been a great event with over 50 tractors last year that were on parade, and we named the tractor parade after Larry Van Ersveld, local farmer who is a Grinnell Lion as well, and he leads the parade and does a great job, and it's fun to see all the red, the green, and even the blues and some of the orange tractors that go around, and a lot of those guys like to show them off, and they look great.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, how many years? Well, we talked about this. It's been going on for a number of years. So why is it important for Grinnell to have an event celebrating agriculture?
Well, it's a lifeblood of that's our surroundings. We're right in the middle of a farm state, and Grinnell is a larger town, but we are surrounded by great family farms, and we want to keep it that way. And I was born and raised here in Grinnell and lived here most of my life, and I'm not tied to the farm community, but I grew up doing a lot of different things on friends' family farms, and some I can talk about and some I can't on podcasts, but that's a whole other story. But we're surrounded by it, and we embrace it, and it makes our community great.
Well, I also wanted to ask you about what can people expect to see when they come downtown on Thursday afternoon?
Well, as I mentioned, we'll have our tractor parade, and we'll have food trucks. We'll have the local Dairy Barn, Katie's Mini Donuts, Fire on Wheels Pizza, and Paparoni's food trucks. And we'll have live music from Grinnell's legendary Route 66 band, and they do a lot of country, rock and roll, a lot of things. They've played for almost every year that we've had it. And we'll have exhibit and activities for the kids. So we'll have the Poweshiek County Naturalists doing an archery demonstration. We'll have the Iowa State Patrol doing a safety demonstration. Grinnell Fire Department and Ambulance will have vehicles on display. Also, we'll have different types of farm equipment other than tractors, some classic things from the Grinnell Historical Museum, as well as some aerial spraying drones. That's been an exhibitor. That's interesting. But also, we have a lot of children's activities with pedal tractor obstacle courses. The Iowa Children's Museum will be here. So there's fun for all ages, and it's been that way ever since we've done it. It's not just people looking at tractors, but people are walking through the park and get to interact with a lot of businesses that are exhibiting what they do and how they can help the farm community.
That is fantastic. That's really great. And we talked about tractors being on display, and we're just wondering, as a kid, I love to climb on those things. Are kids going to be able to climb on those, or are they not allowed to do that? I know there might be kind of a safety hazard involved in that too.
It probably can be done. We don't encourage it. We line all the tractors up, and the owners and drivers are right near their tractors to tell people about them. But it's not like the good old days of at the Dairy Barn at the Case IH store, where while you're waiting for your food, you can jump on the tractors like I did when I was a kid. But that's a whole different story. But they'll be on display for everybody to look at. And there's a lot of history in some of these tractors, and a lot of those drivers know all about it. And some of them are bringing up to 6 and 7 tractors on their own. And then we'll have support from the Case IH, JJ Nitching here in town, and Van Wall Equipment. They will have some of their current vehicles, current tractors that will end up the parade. So they see all the historical tractors going through, and then some state-of-the-art equipment that's going on now.
I was going to tell you, Ben, that when Bob was talking about this on the air today on WHO, I don't know if you've heard of the Iowa Great Tractor Ride, but this was kind of forefront to the Iowa Great Tractor Ride. And, that's kind of where the idea came from. You talked about Route 66 being here too. You've got a featured speaker, and who's speaking, and what will they be talking about?
We have Melissa Strovers this year with the Poweshiek Development Collaborative, and she's going to be talking about similar to why Grinnell and the areas love and support farming. She's in a group that is tied to bringing economic development for the cities, the towns, as well as the rural communities. So it's going to be a great presentation. We're looking forward to having her.
All right, great. And one of the highlights is the Farm Family of the Year Award. What does that recognition mean to the family receiving it?
Well, we like to have recognized farm families because they're the lifeblood of the family farm here in the community, and it's just they get nominated throughout the year into our Lions Club, into our organization, and we actually are able to pick from multiple entries, and we have some qualifications as far as how that goes, where they're at and how that works. But it's one of those things where there's very, very emotional things about being a farm family, and it's just the way they work and the way they work together. And kids driving tractors at 4 years old is really where it starts.
You bet it does. You bet it does. This event brings farmers and people who don't live on farms together. Why do you think that's important, Ben?
Well, like I said earlier, we're surrounded by farms in our urban community here in the town, but we're surrounded by the farms in the rural community, and we all interact. We all went to school together. We all shop with each other. We're all business people together. we're part of the same community, whether we farm or whether we're in regular business, whether we're a teacher, a pastor, what have you. Farming is very important, and it makes this world go round.
You bet it does. That's what we're all about. What would you say to a family thinking about bringing their children to Ag Appreciation Day?
Come one, come all. It's from 3 to 7, and we'll have food trucks and kids' activities going through the entire time. And it's going to be 80 degrees, and the splash pad in the middle of the park will be open. So that will be fun. We always have a lot of kids running around for that when the days are nice and we're not fighting for rain.
And they can also see the new Veterans Memorial.
That's correct. And the new Veterans Memorial Monument looks fantastic. And if they want to stick around and stay until past 7 o'clock to see the lights come on, it's a fantastic sight. And I'm so glad we were able to put that here in our town.
And also wanted to know about the work that goes into putting an event on like this. And, how many Lions Club members would you approximate are involved in this, Ben?
In our local Grinnell Lions Club, we have over 40 members, and some are active, some are not. And at 52, I'm one of the youngest members. So I was recruited by my father after he's been in Lions Club for 50 years. So it was my time. So I'm looking to double our ranks with our 8 guys that are under 55, so we're looking to recruit more. But we delegate a lot of activities as far as fundraising into the communities with those types of relationships, but also getting awards for the families, getting awards for the ag businesses, different promotions and things like that, working with the local paper and such. But we have a good committee that puts things together, and we meet every week Tuesdays for our regular Grinnell Lions Club, and twice a month we meet for Ag Day.
Well, that is a fantastic deal, and just really great that you show your appreciation to agriculture in this way. The tractor parade is a grand finale, and what time does it begin, and what can people expect to see, Ben?
Right about 6:30, the program and all the awards will be done. At 6:35, Bill Menner, who was our speaker, will give the go to "Gentlemen, Start Your Engines." So we will start the tractor parade right in front of us on 4th Avenue between Central Park and Hotel Grinnell, and go around the town square and take one loop over around Mayflower Community and end up right at the southeast corner of Central Park. So it takes probably about 30 minutes. So around 7 o'clock, since it's from 3 to 7, around 7 we'll be done. But a lot of people stick around to talk to the drivers and and even enjoy the rest of the evening in downtown Grinnell.
Yeah, last year the Great Tractor Ride started out in Newton at the Iowa Speedway, so it was quite a deal, and there's a lot of camaraderie among people who have the same kind of tractors. So they get together, and it's quite a deal. They compare notes, don't they?
They do, and you get the green tractor guys and the red tractor guys, and I always remember the Iowa Great Tractor Ride because one of my good friends, his father, Darrell Hull, has been in it for years, and Chad Hull and I grew up together, and he drove tractor last year. His dad drove a tractor. His 2 sons drove a tractor. So there was, with the whole family, there was probably 10 tractors tied to them. But Darrell loves tractors, and he's just been an icon here in Grinnell, and I'm glad we called him a friend. But tractor ride in Grinnell and tractor ride for Ag Day, it's pretty exciting.
And finally, if people are listening right now and they've never attended Ag Appreciation Days, why should people come to Grinnell on Thursday?
Just to celebrate and see what's going on in agriculture. It's a brief celebration for 4 hours, and there's a lot of exhibits of what goes on for different organizations that support agriculture, but just support the community. And there's so many kids that line the streets to see that tractor parade. And not being in agriculture myself, but being a business person here in town, I still think it's cool when a tractor's coming down the road.
Well, I thought of a slogan for Grinnell, and I proposed it to Rachel, and you can feel free to use it. I won't even put a copyright on it, but this is my slogan: Grinnell, Iowa, where culture and agriculture come together. What do you think, Ben?
I think that's great. I will borrow that, steal that, and use it, but I will give you credit wherever I can.
Okay. Ben Latimer, thank you, buddy, with the Grinnell Lions Club. Come to Agriculture Appreciation Days on Thursday. It'll be a great time. Check out all the tractors, the speaker, and the speakers, I guess I should say, around Central Park in downtown Grinnell. You won't be disappointed. Bring the whole family on out.
And you can find more details on Grinnell Lions Club Facebook page, and we'll post pictures of tractor drivers and sponsors, and it's going to be a great time, I guarantee it.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout. And thank you to all the sponsors who have supported this podcast, including the sponsor who is the presenting sponsor and has been now for the second year in a row, our friends at Grinnell State Bank. Until next time, Grout is out. See ya.